Hi everyone, it's Michelle from Country Morning Creations, and I'm here with an unboxing of a journal I ordered from Emily at Raven Relics, and I'll have her link below also. When I saw how gorgeous this was packaged and there was even some little extra goodie in here, I thought, you know what? I was going to show you the journal anyway because she made it for me. This wasn't exactly a custom order, but when I saw the fabric she was going to use for the cover, I said I have to have this journal, whatever it is. And she made it almost exactly like it was perfect for me. So I want to start with, I'm going to just pull the card out here. This is her wax stamp, and I don't know if you can really pick up on that it's a raven in the moon. I think that is so cool. And there we go. Now you can see it. It's a raven in the moon. And so you know what? I don't want to break this wax seal. So I am going to grab a little knife and we're just going to cut across the top here. That way the wax seal stays intact. I know I've watched Game of Thrones enough, I should be able to do it without breaking the seal, but I'm not very good at that. Oh, so it comes with, oh, look at this. Stress reliever. That I could use today. And this is one of her envelopes. I love that she makes these little envelopes with, oh, holy smokes, this envelope has a whole letter in it. I will take a moment to read all of that later, and this will obviously go into the journal. But she's the first person I ever saw who just takes paper and folds it up and makes a cute little thing. There is, oh, this is genuine ephemera. It seems like this is really old. Oh my goodness, look at this. These are fabulous. And there's some chamomile, which is my favorite. I love chamomile. So let's see what else came. These are so cute. Brown paper packages tied up with string. Now I know where the song comes from, right? Although I always send mine out too with brown paper and string. I love brown paper. Let's see if I can get this one to open. We'll go this way. Do you save when you get packages from other people? Do you save all the packaging? I never did until now. Oh my goodness, what is this? This is in a black velvet. This is just gorgeous. A black velvet. You know what? I'm going to do something here. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can make the light a little bit better in here. Now I think, there we go. I think that's a little better. I'm doing this in front of a window, and sometimes I think it gets just too dark. I know what this is. She does journal prompt cards, and she sends them. And so she has all these beautiful journal cards. I'm going to have to use these in my journal now that I have my new journal. Oh, this is so gorgeous, and this is all black velvet. So now to the real reason for this video, which is to do a flip through of this journal. I had a grandmother who, when she would wrap gifts, there was so much tape, you never, ever thought you would get into the book or whatever it was she was sending. It was like 3 years later, I would finally be able to get into the package. I think Emily's related to my grandmother. Look at this cover. Isn't this just gorgeous? Isn't this just gorgeous? I'm actually not sure which end is the top. Well, let's take the ribbon off and we will figure this out. How's that? I'm thinking this may be the top. I hope I've got it right side up. Oh, I wish you could feel this fabric. This fabric is gorgeous. So let's take a look on the outside. These little silver corner protectors, isn't that gorgeous? And then this fabric. And she does this Coptic stitch binding, which is amazing. I don't even know how many hours this takes, but it's just gorgeous. And we'll just kind of do a real quick flip through. and see what all is in here. Now, she has a full flip through as well. And this is a piece of just velvet that can be used as a bookmark. And an adorable little pumpkin. So this was her October, part of her October series. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous window. And she actually did some, where she took a flame and did a little bit of burning on it. She does burn marks on her pages as well. Here's a little postcard. Olive Gray Hill. If I remember correctly, she said that's actually vintage as well. Look at this tag. Look at how sparkly it is. I love sparkly things. That is just gorgeous. And then there's this piece of paper. And this was mostly a blank journal. So she didn't do a whole lot of stuff in it. So it's pretty blank. But this is a nice heavyweight paper. I believe she said it's 50-pound drawing paper, but this isn't heavy at all. I was thinking it would be heavier like a cardstock, and that's her Raven on a Branch. And then here's just a little piece of paper that's been clipped in. Isn't that great? Look at that. And then there's just lots of journaling space here, and we will put that back in here. So what's interesting is this kind of actually has old book smell. I have no idea how Emily did that, or if that was on purpose or it happened. Look at all of that stitching. That is just gorgeous. I don't know if that just happened to be by accident or it happened, but it's like, it smells like an old book and it's really cool. There's a gargoyle. Look at that. I love it. And there's a burn mark that she did. So all of this is coffee dyed and neutralized with baking soda because I told Emily how to do that. I was like, Emily, you have to neutralize it with baking soda. And she took my advice. So this is just gorgeous. And this is a snake in a crown and some arrows. What I love, I've never had a book. Oh, here she threw in an extra kind of other page. I've never had a book that was Coptic stitched, and like the hollow back bindings that I do, this book, no matter what page I'm on, lays completely flat. So I'm just going to go through this again. Tons of blank space for journaling. I can't wait to use the prompt cards because I think what I'm going to do. Oh, look at that. There's some more beautiful burn. Look at all that. And I'll probably glue the card in and then do some journaling around it. I think that would be really such a cool idea. But I can't tell you how much I love the smell of this book. That is probably really bizarre. There's a candelabra stamp. And I know she only said she did about 5 or 6 stamps in here. But I have tons of stamps that I can go back and add as well. So yeah, this is just, and I love that it's long. So it's like 11 by 8.5. So she took the pages and turned them vertically. I'm going to have to do a journal like this too. She inspires me so, so much. I love her work. So if you've never heard of her, oh, and this is one of my favorite stamps that she has. It's the serpent in the castle. I love that stamp. And then let's see what else we have in here. Ooh, I think I see another burn mark. There is another burn mark right there. And this paper is just divine. It's almost velvety, and you can see that where the Coptic stitching just lays so flat. And there's a bazillion signatures in this too, it feels like. Tons of pages, tons of writing space. Usually I get a journal and I just look at it. Oh my goodness, look at this coffee dyed paper. Look at that with all of that, the speckles and everything. Oh, I love that. Oh, and there's another chandelier stamp. I love that. And again, like I said, sorry, there's a lot of blank pages in here, So I cannot wait to fill this up with all kinds of fun stuff. Oh, and this is a beautiful piece of cardstock that she's also coffee dyed. So, yeah, this is gorgeous. There's the other side of that paper. And I don't know if she cuts down the pages, but all her pages seem to be about the same width, or maybe it's because her signatures are smaller. There's a shield. So this has a very gothic feel to it. Kind of that Renaissance, gothic. I'm not exactly sure what time frame, but I love the overall feel of this whole journal. And even when we get to the back, look at how flat this still will lie. And just trying to kind of get through here quickly so this isn't a really long video. And if you hear stuff in the background, it's because my husband is playing a game. And there is a beautiful gate, almost Victorian looking there. And look at this coffee dye. And then this is her little book plate that she put in the back, and it says Ex Libris, and it's a skeleton holding a bunch of books. That's very appropriate for October. And look at these end papers. Isn't that gorgeous? It's this gorgeous, gorgeous purple. And then this fabric almost has a velvet feel to it. And it's just this damask. And I love, love, love this journal. So Emily, thank you so much for my journal. I love every bit of it. And thank you for the goodies and the journal prompts. I cannot wait to use this. Remember to check below for her link. Follow her on Instagram. That's a good place. And find her in Etsy. So thank you so much for watching. And although I didn't make this, I hope that I've inspired you to be creative today.